Partneritet 15 vjeçar për ndryshime pozitive është ky slogani i USAID në Kosovë për vitin 2014. Viti 2014 shënoi 15 vjetorin e asistencës së Shteteve të Bashkuara dhe në vendit tonë, vendit të Kosovës. Një rrugëtim i gjatë e i fokusuar në fushat për krimin e një vendi dhe krimin e një shteti, pra. Në ditët e para, fokusi i Greg Buck, drejtorit të parë të USAID-it, ishte që të bëjë rindërtimin e qytetit të Gjakovës. Gjithashtu, në të njëjtën kohë, prioritet ju dha rindërtimit të klinikave, rindërtimit të shkollave, rindërtimit të tregjeve dhe përmirësimit të infrastrukturës të energjisë elektrike. Hapi i ardhshëm ishte krijimi i institucioneve, zhvillimi i sektorit privat, ndërtimi i demokracisë, forcimi i sundimit dhe ligjit, si dhe aktivitetet të tjera kështu me radhë. Gjatë gjithë kësaj kohe, minoritetet dhe gratë luajtën një rol kyç, ishin pra partnerët kryesor të USAID-it gjatë gjithë këtyre 15 viteve dhe po ashtu vazhdojnë të mbesin edhe për vitet e ardhshme. Për të na folur më shumë për këtë rrugëtim, gjithmonë nga fusha ekonomike, kemi ftuar sonte në studio me neve zotin Scott Cameron, drejtor në zyrën për zhvillim ekonomik në USAID. Mr. Cameron, welcome to my show.
Thank you very much. Kosovo has actually come a long way in 15 years, and there's been a lot of improvements. And the country's not the same as it was in 1999, as you can tell better than I.
Çka ka ndodhur me mjetet e shitjes së Bankës Amerikane të Kosovës?
Yes, exactly. And I think this is a program that's near and dear to my heart. The proceeds, a little over $8 million for the sale of American Bank in Kosovo around 2004, was used to start a educational endowment fund, the Kosovo American Education Fund, which I know a lot of people are familiar with. And over the last 10 years, we have sent over 76 students to the United States to obtain master's degrees in various areas of study. I think based on our strategy, we support different institutions and based on the need. And prior to the establishment of our country development strategy, we did a thorough analysis and tried to identify those key areas which were in most need. So from the government perspective, I think the primary focus, what we're transitioning today, is trying to work with the government to create an enabling environment which encourages private sector investment and growth. And what does this mean? This means doing things like streamlining procedures, making it efficient and easy for businesses to pay their taxes, to start a business, to close a business, protecting investors, trade and transit of goods across the border. There's all these types of things which it's the government's purview in order to assist the private sector in growing and development.
A vrehet kjo në zhvillimin ekonomik të vendit sot? A mund të themi që këto lehtësira kanë bërë që bizneset të jenë më të motivuara të investojnë?
You are correct. I think it is important to recognize that Kosovo has come a significant way since 2011 even. Since that time, Kosovo has jumped over 44 places to its current position of 75, which I think is a significant achievement in only 4 years.
A mjaftojnë këto gjëra që kemi bërë për klimën e ndërmarrësisë, klimën e biznesit në Kosovë?
I mean, is there room for improvement? Of course, when you're talking about improving the enabling environment. In terms of private sector investment, you're right. I mean, I think it's a mixed bag. I think over some of our programs over the last 15 years, our private sector development work in particular, from domestic private sector investment, we've had over $125 million in private sector investment. It's there. A lot of our small, medium business support over the last 15 years has generated over $400 million in sales. Our current agriculture programming over the last 4 to 5 years have generated over $100 million in sales, so and created thousands of jobs. So I mean, I think there is that investment that's there. Is it the big blockbuster deals? No, I think those take some time, and that does take that business enabling environment to give the foreign investors confidence that these things are possible.
Ju keni asistuar mbi 10.000 biznese apo jo? Duke dhënë kredi me asistencë teknike, domethënë duke dhënë kredi rreth 63 milion euro dhe duke gjeneruar mbi 20.000 vende të punës.
Working with those 10,000 businesses, we've extended over $80 million in credit to these institutions, creating over 20,000 jobs, which I think is also a very impressive program. Result. And I think leading into our current portfolios, we recognize that access to credit is one of the key constraints as well for private sector.
Sa është shuma totale që USAID ka asistuar për gjatë këtyre 15 viteve në Kosovë? do të thënë në vlerë monetare, themi.
Sure. Well, speaking specifically for private sector related activities, anything from infrastructure to working with the financial sector, private sector work, banking sector, we've spent over $391 million over the last 15 years, which I think just goes to show how important we view Kosovo in terms of having a stake in its development. I feel that Kosovo is a very unique place. There is a lot of potential. Is it perfect? No. But I think you do have a lot of those ingredients that are necessary that just need a little support to kind of move forward, especially as it tries to achieve EU integration.
Tani më keni një strategji për bashkëpunim për zhvillimin e vendit për Kosovën. Është strategjia për vitin 2014-2018. Çka mund të presin kosovarët, themi prej vitit të ardhshëm, cili do të jetë fokusi i USAID-it, asistencës së USAID-it në këto vitet, 3 vitet e ardhshme?
From the standpoint of the economic growth portfolio, certainly we're going to be having a continuing emphasis on the private sector, as I mentioned, with a focus on extending credit to small, medium enterprises. We're going to be focusing again, of course, on the agriculture sector. We're definitely going to be working in finance, specifically on working on providing loan guarantees.
Ku është potenciali për të asistuar në ndërmarrësi për këto 3 vitet e ardhshme?
Sure. I think maybe more specifically to your question, we have a new program which recently launched called Empower Private Sector. And our Empower Private Sector specifically is targeting small, medium enterprises and increasing their capacity for human resources, trying to management, just general business management, trying to increase their growth potential. And we've done assessment of different sectors in the economy, and we've identified several things such as apparel and leather, ICT, wood processing, food processing, renewable energy.
Për fund, edhe një mesazh për ndërmarrësit e ri, një mesazh për aktorët e zhvillimit ekonomik të vendit tonë nga ju si USAID.
I think that's a very good question. I think we at USAID certainly are focusing on young entrepreneurs because they are the future. My main advice would be look for different opportunities with our programming, whether it be through our grants, Empower Private Sector, whether it be through our Transformational Leadership Program or our Kosovo American Education Program. There are a lot of opportunities out there for you, and some of these changes or some of these opportunities can be transformational. They can be very life-changing.
Kjo ishte pra për këtë javë emisioni Ekonomia me mua Erza Vela Berishën, javë të mbarë për të gjithë juve dhe shihemi javën tjetër.